Hi there, Eileen Hutchinson here. I'm just back with some updates for the executive coaching and mentoring programs that I run. And I am going to share the slide deck with you. I just want to make an acknowledgement that some people kind of say when you're presenting, you shouldn't share PowerPoints or slide decks. And I get this and I understand this. However, when you're teaching and you're supporting people to, have an accreditation and achieve certain qualifications, it's always good to take them through the criteria. So for me, I like to show these slide decks. I like to give people the visuals that kind of can represent a story that we're telling as well. So although I respect what the other people say out there about presentation and engagement with people, I suppose from my point of view, it's about education and taking you through an accreditation or a master's degree in coaching or mentoring. So I'm going to share my screen with you just to bring this up now, which is here. Okay, so today I'm going to be actually talking to you about working with beliefs, values, attitudes, and emotions. And I've got a nice visual here with the owl sort of like looking at its reflection. And kind of what I say, well, it's whatever we want to do in our own personal journey is sort of like how we reflect ourselves to others as well. But also when we're working as a coach or a mentor, we need to really understand the other person. And sometimes they can sort of like what's going on for them can reflect within us as well. And this is where we tap into a higher level of coaching and mentoring. So I'm just going to kind of mention here that in March 2023, I am offering executive coaching and mentoring at level 7 diploma, and it's an exclusive opportunity to join me. So if you're looking to offer an all-inclusive service in your coaching or mentoring practice, you will find that my proven approach gives you the skills, tools, and experiences needed to work at a deeper level. So some people might say, well, why did you say my approach? Well, I bring in sort of like counseling and psychotherapy and all the tools that I've been working with over the last 20 odd years into your training and development. Personal tuition and coaching during the program will support you in working with beliefs, values, attitudes, and emotions. And this is not only about your coachees or mentees, your clients, but it's also about how you work as well. So join me for a Q&A session on the 22nd of November, and the registration details will be on the last slide of the presentation. So what are the additional themes that I'm going to be supporting with you and bringing to you over the next 2 weeks? So we're going to look at getting to the heart of impact and influence. And do you understand what that is? It's also about creating a culture of belonging where people feel free at work, free to share, challenge, and to be themselves and open about their quirks, because that's how we are as people. We all have our little intricacies. But when we kind of are accepted for who we are, then we actually can flow with our creative ideas. And this is how creativity actually develops and how problems get solved. So we're then going to be looking at experiencing and engaging in narrative coaching. And I love narrative coaching because it's a way to learn and create mindful, experiential ways of being. It's very holistic. So the holistic approach to coaching and mentoring really enables individuals to shift the stories they perceive about themselves and others too. So working with beliefs, values, attitudes, and emotions. If you really want to build exceptional relationships, you must understand how to work with beliefs, values, attitudes, and emotions. This is achieved by you using methods and strategies which will benchmark your practice. So just like the visual I have here, beliefs, values, attitudes, and emotions are all intertwined. It's knitting a golden thread throughout your mindset and informing how you engage in the world. So it's very important to understand how to kind of work with individuals under all of these areas and how they all knit together for the individual. Through the coaching program, you are developing mastery in the knowledge of psychological theories and concepts, and these all are related to coaching practice and executive practice of coaching and mentoring, as well as the emotional intelligence and, most importantly, your awareness of yourself and your purpose, which gives you a framework to work at a much deeper level in your practice. So let's just briefly look at individual factors. So briefly, the individual may have barriers to coaching and mentoring, which can range from the individual's own perceptions or from those imposed on them. A person may perceive their workload as too busy to stop for coaching. They may fear that they will look weak or judged if they open themselves up to what they think will be critical scrutiny of them. Their own attitude or values may limit their insight into how their behavior is impacting on their lives, their experience, the workplace, and their worth ethic may not drive them to address or improve the situation. The individual may not think there are resources available to pay for a coach or related training to develop them. So the individual factors, each person needs to be looked at as an individual, and including all of what goes on in their lives, their experiences, and how you can help them to overcome any barriers that they have. So let's briefly look at self-awareness. So being more self-aware is the most significant benefit of coaching or mentoring, as we never see ourselves the way others see us. But as you become self-aware, it means you have made and are constantly updating an accurate appraisal of your personality, of what motivates you, and what your strengths and weaknesses are. Without self-awareness, your effectiveness as a coach or a mentor or leader will always be limited. You will be unable to properly balance all the conflicting demands made on you or juggle them for the best outcome. As a result of your own self-awareness, you are in a better position to judge and adapt your leadership style as necessary. It also gives you a much better chance of understanding the biases and prejudices that you did not know that you had. So when you're looking to develop at a senior level in coaching and mentoring, it really is about a collaborative practice, which is about design and planning. So although you will have a clear idea about your approach, because we will work with you on that in the program and your methodology, it is important that you design the intervention in a bespoke way for your client to fully engage in your approach. We are clear that this is about empowering people to be more confident and articulated in their practice, and we will help you to strengthen the core of how you work. This is tied to belonging and performing better. A tailor-made program will impact the design approach and aim of the work you do with your clients. So again, this will be key to part of your training and development with us. I have got some feedback here from a CEO who has been very kind in talking about my knowledge and wisdom and support that I bring. So thank you very much for that. And I will give you feedback, or on my website you can see additional feedback, because it's always good to hear from people who have worked or trained with us. So if you'd like to sign up for the Q&A session on the 22nd of November, it will be at 12:30. You can email me below just at info@EH Coaching Academy, or you can look at the website, which is www.ehcoachingacademy.com, and contact me there, or you can phone me on my number just here. So I'm just going to stop sharing with you. Again, you will be able to sort of like benchmark your coaching and mentoring training at this master's level, and you will also be able to get accreditation from EMCC. So I talk more about that with regards to our course overview, and I'll be talking more about that on the 22nd. Again, I have also got some personalized credentials from ILM that absolutely will endorse this program. And it is kind of learning from a coach to be a coach at that level. So you will see from my experience that you'll be getting a real quality benchmark with regards to your coaching and development. Now, the level 7 is a real kind of depth, I kind of sort of say depth coaching qualification. So it's not just an ILM accreditation. You will be really getting the highest standard of coaching, training and mentoring training that you can achieve. Thank you again for listening to me today, and I'm just going to sign out, and I hopefully will meet you on the Q&A session on the 22nd of November. Thank you.